All right, guys. I think right now is a good time to have our daily debate. Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, do it.
Who won the UFC Brooklyn pre-fight press conference, guys? Henry Cejudo, Donald Cerrone, TJ Dillashaw, or Alexander Hernandez? Dan Tom.
Man, it's tough. You got the lasting impression of Henry Cejudo with that snake. I don't know if he was trying to enact Jake the Snake Roberts or you put both their get-ups together with TJ Dillashaw's. It looks like a street coke dealer having a dispute with his source. But that aside, I got to go with Alex Hernandez, man. I always like the confidence he'd come on our show with his interviews, and he took it to another level. Showed that he had that gear. I don't think the fighters should live and die on that gear. Obviously, it's what they do in the cage that matters. But I think he killed it in the press conference. He's got my vote.
This is such a tough question because I feel like Alexander Hernandez maybe sold us on a fight that, the hardcores really wanted to see, but I think a casual fan watched that and said, who's that guy again? Man, now I gotta watch that. But for me, I'm going to go with Henry Cejudo just because I feel like he really got his opponent to play his game at that debate. And I don't know that happened so much in the other matchup. So I feel like he dragged a lot out of TJ Dillashaw. I think there was a lot of mental warfare. I'm going to go with Henry Cejudo.
All right, I think I'm going with Alexander Hernandez. That's what I chose.
Okay.
I did give you a listen, though, because that mental warfare is important. And remember, we're talking about champion versus champion, man. Like, these guys are cream of the crop athletically and skill-wise. But if one of them mentally maybe got one over on the other guy, you never know. But I love the smack talk, and he got Donald Cerrone out of his shell. He ruffled his feathers, and he had some pretty good one-liners. Not all of them were gems, but he did have the Oval Office one, two terms in the Oval Office, and it's true. If you ever look at like a picture of Obama or any of the presidents, Bill Clinton, when they go into the Oval Office and then they come out 2 terms later, you can see they've aged, So I thought it was really, really creative. I don't know if he took that from a comedian that he heard or if he made that up on his own, but that was actually pretty funny. So I think he nosed them right at the end. I thought it was a 2-horse race, but I thought Alexander Hernandez nosed them because going back to what you said, he actually sold the crowd on Alexander Hernandez. A lot more people walked out of there going, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Like and not like dismissing him, but like I want to learn more about him. Like this is the guy that got in Cowboy's ear and in his face, and if he wins, he's over on him, and they can tie that into the press conference. And a lot of people like that. Even though Cowboy's usually a fan favorite, a lot of people are just done with certain fighters, or maybe you dislike Cowboy because he's beaten your previous favorite fighter. So he actually took an opportunity and stole the show.
It's going to be interesting to see how it goes down on Saturday because these are 2 fighters on the flip side, TJ Dillashaw and Donald Cowboy Cerrone, who this isn't strange to them. Guys are always coming at them like that, right? Always talking smack, trying to get in their heads, and they've been able to overcome that most of the time. So we'll see how it breaks down on Saturday.
What about UFC security? Are these guys really in the suites next to each other? I mean, Cowboy sounded serious. Like, you got a problem, I'm in the room next to you. Knock on that door. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to cross each other a couple times here. Will Cowboy be able to come down a little bit and chill? Because that was the nastiest I've seen Cowboy in a while. Usually he's sitting there fucking laughing and, showing all his teeth and kind of like been there, done that, say what you want. You ain't getting on my tits. But I mean, he was really, really animated.
I saw a report that that's not true. That they might not even be staying in the same building. But just to capstone that point of trash talk and not many people taking it to Cerrone, even guys who were successful against Cerrone and are strong in that department, like Nate Diaz, Jorge Masvidal, they didn't go to the level that Alex Hernandez did. I don't know if the results are going to reflect me and your opinion, at least, George. But
yeah, it was close. It really was. All 4 of them.
This is one of the closer ones we've had.
Yeah, check this out. So Alexander Hernandez, from the 1,000+ that voted, he came in at 33%. And the others were neck and neck. Cerrone came off at 24%. I think that's just the popularity down at Cerrone.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't think he had too many great moments, honestly. But Dillashaw came in 3rd at 22%. Cejudo came in last at 21%. What the hell? I thought Cejudo did well for himself.
I don't know.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the Daily Debate brought to you by the MMA Junkie Radio team. Thank you to Junkie Nation, the readers of the site, the listeners of the show. We really appreciate you.